I'm having a problem removing and replacing text and thumbnails. So I'm going to click this one that says amazing. That's not a great thumbnail. By the way, some of these templates are just not awesome. Some of them are okay, but some of them just aren't awesome. I've got 5 thumbnails here. In it, they use the word amazing, but I want to use something different. What kind of phrase could I use instead of amazing? What if we do awesome? File, and down here, find and replace text. Here we go. We're going to change amazing and replace it with awesome. Now I'm going to click replace all. Now this one says awesome. This one says awesome instead of amazing. This one says awesome. This one says awesome. This one says awesome instead of it. If you've got a bunch of thumbnails that just are the words, you could change them all. You can put a picture of you instead on these. So let's say I don't want this. Let's just use this, right? This wouldn't be an image that I would use for a thumbnail anyway, but I would take this, and in the Canva Pro version, I can click edit image and remove the background. Now it's not going to do a great job because I've got this arm in front, this chair arm in front of me, but it will get rid of some. But the thing about, oh, it actually did not do too bad. The thing about templates that are amazing is that you can change them to be anything that you want. I can take this and move her and then put my picture there instead. Everything in a template can be replaced. Let's say that I was creating a whole new batch of thumbnails and I would go and I would grab, maybe I wouldn't grab a thumbnail template, but we're going to just grab this thumbnail template, customize this template. And let's say I don't even want that template. I would get rid of it. I would click delete. And now I've got a blank page and I would create my thumbnail on this page, right? And let's just say that my thumbnail looked like this. This is a template. And the next week I wanted to do something else. What I would do is click this. I would right click and duplicate it. And then I would change some things on the page. The next thumbnail I need to make, I add on. So I keep adding to my thumbnail page. And I even will name it thumbnails for October 2022 to February 2023. And then I've got them so that if I need to change a word in a thumbnail, I can. And it's super simple. Microphones. That's too big for that word, so I'm going to have to resize it down. It gets easier over time. I've been using Canva for a very, very long time. So that's why I whiz through things. I like to keep my thumbnails in one place. So that way I can change things or reuse things or repurpose things if I want. And then I would take this and I would go, okay, what do I want to do? And let's say that I wanted to use this video or this thumbnail type for a future video. Then what I could do is get rid of my words, edit videos. Let's say that I wanted it to say video transitions. We're going to ignore my text effect that I do because that's a little complicated. Then I could just add in my new text right on that thumbnail. Of course, I would want to add some sort of effect there for it to pop off the screen. I use that same edit video text on today's thumbnail because I liked it so much. Canva features exposed. I've used that text several times. I change out the background and the people just to give it a different look, but I couldn't replace this without replacing the whole thing. Right click, duplicate. So then I could take this, and what if I wanted it to say instead, Canva has problems, has YouTube problems, connection. problems. Select these two. I'm going to show you exactly what I do for my thumbnails. I'm going to right click and there's something called download selection.
Sorry, what? What?
As long as you're selecting more than 2 items, you can download a selection. I'm going to get my PNG. I'm going to add a transparent background and I'm going to download that. So now I'm going to upload that. Oh, I need to lock my grid twice. I need to make this stand out. I'm going to add a shadow effect. So I clicked Edit Image, Shadow, Glow. I'm going to click it again, and then I'm going to change my settings to 1500, 0. I would make it bigger. And now I'm going to go over here to Apps. I'm going to type in Draw. I'm going to click Draw. I'm going to click Marker. I'm going to click the color that I want. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to color in the spots there that I do not want showing. Going to click Done. I'm going to right click and send it backwards. And now I've got a whole new thumbnail. And it was really, really, really quickly for me to recreate a thumbnail. And if I wanted, I could take this and change the background out to something else. Let me do a gradient with a photo. Let's say I wanted to use this. I would right click, replace background, and now it has a completely, it's very similar, but it's a different look. I could do this, replace background. I could even change the person out if I wanted. It gets less complicated as you learn. That's just my style of font. Parody Pug Gaming. The more you tinker, the easier it gets. This month, I'm doing a 30-day challenge where I'm in Canva every single day, and this live stream counts as my time in Canva today, because I know that the more I practice, the easier it gets. And over time, it does get better. The big thing with thumbnails, and let me get an app here, and I'm going to type in YouTube. Someone was doing a video on different microphones. So let's do an microphone comparisons for YouTubers. So then I could look at these thumbnails, right? And I can look at the design of the thumbnails. So here's Omar from Think Media, and he's got a couple different thumbnails on his picture. I could take the idea of this thumbnail and use it for something similar. Here's one, best mics for content creators. 3 different mics, right? They've got a diagonal line here. Here's Omar again with 2 different mics, comparing 2 specific mics, best microphone for YouTube and streaming, right? So you can look at thumbnails in your niche and see what they're doing and see if it will work for you. What I want you to do next is on your screen on one side, there's going to be a video that YouTube thinks you should watch. And on the other side, there's a video that I think you should watch. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.